Dreams send vibrations all over the universe. Our dreams are not just our dreams. Our dreams become universe's dreams. Dream is the essence of everybody's message in life. Dream represents the cream of your thinking. So we all have our dreams, and everybody's dreams will come true in due course. It takes time for manifestation.
I had no projects in my hand. I manifested that I want at least 2 to 3 projects within next 6 months. And today you won't believe I have approximate 10 very good projects. Why I'm saying very good? I have the projects of Ministry of Defense, which I think is a great achievement for me.
As a hotel management student, I had a training program. So somehow it didn't happen, and in each class, sir told us about manifestation. So every time I used to meditate, I used to manifest that okay, I have got selected one of the good hotel brands, and I am taking my training and I am learning lots of things, new things. So I always used to sit and manifest that during my meditation. I had my interview for the training and I got the result, and I got selected for the one of the best brand.
Pradeep, not able to hear. No. No, still no audio.
Good morning, friends. Good afternoon and good evening. There seems to be some technical issue on the audio of Pradeep. So today being a manifestation day, so we will just start the manifestation session. Before Chandra sir comes, we will have a small introduction. This is Sridhar Saraswati. So there are two types of manifestations. One is deliberate manifestation, where we think that we need something and then we go after it, and then we ask the universe to give that. There is other one where if universe is thinking that that particular manifestation is required in our life, so it automatically falls into place. So there is initially I had a doubt that so is it right to go and ask for manifestation? Then I found that there's nothing wrong in asking for manifestation, because this life which we have taken is for experiences. So any experience you want to have, and you can seek for that particular experience. And once that experience is done, then you will achieve a different level of consciousness and understanding. So that's what happens in the manifestation. So coming to my manifestations, last year, March, I think we had a session at Pyramid Valley with Chandra sir, a 5-day session. So in that, basically what happens is when your mind has got so many thoughts happening, suppose if you have say 100% of energy, this 100% of energy is being shared among each thought. So when the energy meets the thought, that becomes matter, which is manifestation. So Patri sir says your meditation plus visualization equals to manifestation. So that's what Patri sir always says. So imagine if you have 100% of energy, and this energy is being spent on your 60,000, 70,000 thoughts which are passing through your mind every day, which may not be, not every thought may not get sufficient energy, and that's how you don't get every thought to be manifested. So the only way you need to do is to calm down your mind and then make it empty, so that when the mind is empty, whatever thought you introduce at that particular time, that gets your 100% of energy. So that's when the manifestation happens. So your thought plus visualization plus the energy together gives you the manifestation part of it. So the manifestation can be anything. So it could be your physical manifestation, it could be your health, it could be your relationships, it could be any manifestation. So in that last year session, in the manifestation session, there is a segment called vision board. So when Chandra sir taught us how to draw a vision board, I have actually drawn vision board. In that vision board, what happened is I have taken various segments of my life, and then I presumed that this is how it should be. So in that, I have written a few things like I need to become a CXO, that could be CEO or CTO or any of that of a company. At that time, I never had an idea of opening a company or becoming a CTO or something like that. But that was an idea after 3 days of session. On the 4th day, I think they'll introduce vision board. So then we wrote, I wrote, this is what it is. And then the next one is I need to teach meditation for at least 10,000 people per annum. And then the third one is a cohesive family. And then the fourth one is a big house with a backyard so that I can have a pyramid built there. And then the sixth one was 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one is again, I need to have a capacity to buy whatever things I require. And then the next one is, I used to get some number, some 7-digit number, 7 or 8-digit number. And then that used to revolve in my mind whenever I do meditation. So I wrote that. And the last but not least, I should not hesitate to donate to anybody anything. In the sense, suppose if you go to a place and then you want to donate, and then you suddenly think, can I give this much or shall I reduce it? So I should not have that hesitation to donate. So these are the things which I wrote in the manifestation. So I keep this sheet next to me always. And then it is there on my mobile also. So if you look at this, this is the sheet, vision board sheet. And guess what? Within 6 months, not even 6 months, I think it's 4 or 5 months, I started a company. I became a CTO of the company. And we bought a house, which I'm sitting now. It's a huge house, 6,300 square feet with a big backyard, where today is my registration of the house. And I'll be building a pyramid in the backyard. So what has happened here is, it's not the vision board which made the difference, but it's a clarity of the thought, what exactly you require. Because there are so many things. It's like a kid. Initially, when the kid looks at the cycle, the kid thinks that, okay, I should become I should have so many bicycles with me. Then when he slowly looks at the bike, then the kid thinks that, okay, I should have so many bikes with me. And then it goes on like that. So you would have seen kids speaking, I want to become a pilot. No, I want to become doctor. No, I want to become engineer. So there is no clarity in the mind. What happens with meditation, especially when you are aiming at your manifestation side, is it gives you so much of clarity in your mind. You automatically know what you are supposed to do, and you automatically know what you are supposed to manifest. And again, manifestation, the how part you should forget in the manifestation. It should be what you want, you should ask for. So I always take this example of candies being distributed. A person takes a bowl and then puts all candies in it and then goes to kids and then gives those candies. And every kid would like to take some candies from that bowl. So every kid picks up those candies. But one kid doesn't pick it up. And then all his friends say, no, you should pick it up. You should pick it up. No, I don't want to pick it up. So ultimately, the person who's distributing those candies, he feels very touched about it. And then he says, okay, take this. He puts his hand and gives it to the kid. The kid puts both the hands and then takes those candies. So that's how it is. So that means to say that, hi sir, good morning. Sorry, there was a technical glitch too. I have to introduce a bit. It's the theory behind this, I mean, the gist behind this story is our thoughts and then mind are based on our background and then the way we are brought up and then the situations we are in. And we can think only this much. So you should not limit yourself of your thoughts, and you should think broader. And then you should not put any limitations for your manifestation. That's exactly what I was trying to say, because I never thought I'll open a company. I never thought I'll buy a big house. And then I never thought I'll build a pyramid and so many things otherwise. So these are the things which you should not put limitations on your thoughts. And then there should be, there are a lot of things which Chandra sir might explain now, which will give you an idea. So basically, remove your limitations and then leave it to the universe how to do it, and then just get your manifestation done. I think, thank you very much. Sir, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Shri. There's always good to hear. It's great to start a manifestation week with self-experience, with personal experience. that manifestation is going to be a way of life. It's a way of life that every meditator will adopt. Contrary to what we hear, that spirituality is against creating things. It's never against creating things. It's always about creating things that are important for us. If it's about knowing myself, it is still creating things. It's about experiencing. When understood very well, manifestation, which is laid on this foundational bed of meditation, is about experiencing things that really give us happiness and contentment. And if it's in the end, everything is about happiness and contentment. And we gain passion for life, we get energy, we gain health, we gain mental well-being and everything. Why do we gain all of them? We gain a lot of relationships. And if you are doing all of this, and there's got to be a good reason, that is to experience in this human body. Experience our life to the extent where we feel satisfied, we feel contented, and then we understand about ourselves a lot more through a human experience. It is never about chasing material things. Going after material, going after growth, going after a self personal growth or a business growth or setting up this and that, they are stepping stones in the process. But ultimately, if everything is about gaining happiness and contentment, and we must use manifestation in that direction. But when it is applied through meditation, then we are becoming the most efficient and most aligned towards that thing that gives us the happiness. Unlike where without meditation, we perhaps are only chasing, the only thing that we all know is this about matter, a material experience. So we'll understand anyway this whole week about the process and the technique of how meditation helps us in many ways to realize whatever that we wish to have. While we also understand, of course, that meditation is also helping us realize what is it that we want. What is the right thing that we want? And then, of course, then if you know what is it we want, then how do we manifest it? We'll go into meditation difference once again. It's been a wonderful 2-day program here in London in the last 2 days. The manifestation workshops, the quantum creation workshop that we've been doing. As some more individuals now understand clearly the path towards making our dreams come true. And then we know for sure that when they are owning meditation, then they're absolutely applying this principle towards a deeper happiness. And so we had a good set of discussions, understanding of it here. 2 days we'll have shortly one of the masters here who has been hosting us, and otherwise, she's been traversing in a path of meditation quite well. We'll hear from her. And thank you, Sandeep. I listened to your experience the day before yesterday. It's cool. I wanted to be there, but somehow I missed it. So is Savita Reddy, madam. So it's wonderful to hear your experiences. So let's go into meditation difference. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. This anybody joining new, we are practicing Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind. We have thousands of thoughts. When we observe our breath, our normal, natural breath, our mind becomes empty. So we practice this meditation called Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. In this meditation, with your eyes closed, specs removed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap comfortably, cross your feet at ankle. Sit down comfortably, and then you simply take any point in your nose, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows, as reference, and then observe breath is going in and coming out. With your eyes closed, simply when you observe your natural normal breath at anywhere on the nose, and observing that breath will slowly make our mind empty. Our goal is to empty the mind. When I observe a breath, mind becomes empty. And as the mind is empty, we start experiencing greater emptiness. Be with it. There is total emptiness of no items around you, no people, no thing. You forget about everything about yourself. And so be in that state of emptiness. In case you have thoughts, attention back to the breath and again observe. If you have thoughts, attention back to the breath and again observe the breath. And then again slowly you'll be going to the empty state. And then be in that state of emptiness. Our goal to be in that empty state for as long as we can. And before we start this process, we do something called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance actively. For newcomers, we always encourage you to go and see the first day, second day of the program of this Everest program, which is a 6-week program that's happening. And so we watch the first, second days of videos, recorded videos to know more about this whole process of meditation and technique. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably, dear friends. With your eyes closed, and slowly let's go into breath mindfulness meditation, Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. With your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. As our mind is becoming empty, we experience that greater emptiness, that consciousness, that quantum energy field. As our mind is becoming empty, we forget everything about ourselves, our environment, the people, the places, all things around. We experience that greater emptiness. Be with it. and yourself to merge into the emptiness of yourself. Your greater mind, the divine consciousness. The longer you stay connected with it, away from your body, the more miraculous you become, the more unlimited you feel. The more empowered you become to manifest. friends. It's an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Express gratitude to all things and everybody. Express your gratitude to your parents, your teachers, your mentors, your family, to friends, colleagues, everybody. Gratitude to this grand nature, to everything you use, the technology, to yourself, and to this intelligent universe for allowing you to experience so much more in this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body. And let your autonomous nervous system repair your body as you relax. And whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. it's always good to hear perspectives. Experiences. Perspectives are good, experiences are great. So we've been beautifully hosted by Neelamaji here in London, while Neelamaji been herself traveling this path for a few years now and doing so much work here in London and creating awareness about meditation, hosting full moon sessions every month here in her home, and participating, encouraging in many ways this whole work that we are doing. So, Madam, thank you for doing this.
Thank you, sir.
You and now Dr. Vikrant, who is exploring. It requires one person to be there in a room, in a home, in a community, and then everything starts. So your relentless practice is bring to your family and to Dr. Vikrant, and who is potentially going to change a whole lot of things. If he believes in so, it's got to happen naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So can you share your
Sure.
experience?
Sure. Good morning, friends. It's lovely to see you all. I've been in this meditation journey with Chandra Sir and Buddha CEO for the last 2 years. Meditation was introduced to me by my sister in Pune. At that time, I didn't take it seriously. However, just casually when listening to Chandra Sir's meditation guidance, I really, kind of started meditating for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, so bite size, and felt the calm, felt the clarity, and in general, very, peace of mind. Now, Chandra Sir's manifestation sessions, I had done them online before. But now we've had this fantastic opportunity of doing face-to-face sessions, face-to-face workshop this weekend. We just finished, today was our second day, last day. And that has really completely, given me a new dimension of meditation. So this is meditation with a new technique of manifestation. The manifestation technique or tool is literally just, it's such an empowering tool that when Chandra Sir says that you can create your own reality, it's so true with his simple 5-step guidance, step-by-step guidance. If you apply that to your life and to your general principles, I think that enables anybody to create this beautiful future that they really are looking for. Now, I'll just kind of go through a little bit of my story so you know how I've applied these principles to myself, and just very briefly talk about how I benefited from the manifestation process. So the 5 steps that we learned in Chandra Sir's sessions today in this online workshop and also the face-to-face workshop were to have, the first step was to have a very clear, focused goal. The fact that when you have a clear goal with your thoughts and emotions, you're sending electromagnetic signal to the universe, and to attract that event from the quantum physics principles, to attract that event back into your life. So the science behind this is quite a powerful one, the quantum physics science. It's no longer just sending positive thoughts and hoping that someday it will happen. It actually gives the empowerment to individual, because you're actually creating that thought with just electric signal, but attaching your feelings to it with the magnetic signal, and this whole electromagnetic field, you're tapping into that unlimited potential in quantum field and making that happen a reality into your life with just It creates a pressure in optic nerve, which eventually leads to the nerve damage, and either one becomes partially sighted or completely blind. So this disease, I had certain things, when you visit surgeons, when you visit doctors, the last 10 years I've been visiting all these professionals in this area, and they've been telling me that one day this is you're going to be blind, because obviously you lose pixels, and slowly your vision, the visual field is going to be limited, and optic nerve is going to be completely damaged. So I had conditioned my mind that one day there's going to be complete darkness. And I had kind of, tried to accept it, went through lots of emotional traumas, all the feelings attached to it, the sadness, the depression, the negativity. So it was quite a bit of a turmoil in my life for the last 10 years. Obviously once from the top surgeons, if they're telling you that that's it, there is no cure for this, and this is the end of it, really. So be prepared for the start learning assistive technology, and because that is what you're going to need now. Don't rely on your vision much. You kind of accept that, and through negativity, really, not willingly, but that just becomes your limiting belief. So the process that we learned in the 5-step manifestation process, one was to have a goal, a set goal, but second was also to look into your limiting beliefs that you have. You condition your personality from since childhood, the environment that you're brought up into, your upbringing, the things that you hear around you. The limiting beliefs come from the surrounding. So all the surgeons who've been telling me about my vision, my limiting belief was that this disease is hereditary. This disease is incurable. This disease I've got because maybe because of my past life karmas, or there's some learning to do, and there is no cure, and eventually I'm going to go blind. This was completely set in my mind, no amount of meditation was really helping to remove this, because I was losing pixels on a daily basis. Now, what happened when I learned the manifestation techniques was that I kind of felt very empowered just by following the simple 5-step process. So I had a goal, and the goal was very clear-cut to get my vision back, and also to stop the progression of my the disease, my eye disease. That was my focused goal. Looking at my limiting beliefs, obviously this disease is hereditary. There's no cure for this. Eventually, I'm going to go blind. Things are not in my hands. Bad things happen to me. All of those are my limiting beliefs, or were my limiting beliefs, I should say. The next thing that we learned in this process was to then create your empowering beliefs. So you think about what is your limiting belief, and how can you change that around and create a positive belief, and then reprogram your brain with this particular belief. So just to give you an example, this disease is hereditary was my limiting belief. To change that into an empowering belief, I had to condition my mind to say that there is no such thing as hereditary. The scientific evidence suggests that epigenetics and gene upregulation can actually modify the cells I have in my body, and I can reprogram my cells to reverse this condition and to gain the vision, or to stop the vision loss. So this is something very powerful. Now, my logical mind can think that, and no matter how many times I will say that, it is going to be difficult, because I've been conditioned to think that, no, this is hereditary. I've inherited that. It's not going to go. So it's quite natural to do that. So the next step was, again, very important one, to let my subconscious mind, to embed this particular thing in my subconscious mind. So to have this empowering belief embedded into my subconscious mind, the only thing I could do was meditation. So meditation was, with my meditational energy, it was such a powerful tool to go into a certain frequency that, describes the science behind it, going into theta frequencies and so on. And when you go into that frequency, you're then kind of going through your empowering beliefs, and you're conditioning or reprogramming your subconscious mind or your body to your new version of yourself, to say that, well, there is no such thing as hereditary. I'm not going to believe in any of that. This disease is curable. I can create my own reality, and I'm completely healed. The other thing about this beautiful technology or beautiful quantum physics science is that you're reprogramming your body, but you're also not talking about the future tense. You're talking about as if the things have already happened in your life, because you're leading your body to feel that the change has already happened. So when we do this during meditation process, Sir guides you, and we do the visualization, we create a mind map, and there is a process that, Sir will explain this week, but talking about the visual, board that we create. So around my goal, which was, my healing my eye disease, I had a lot of mind movies created. So what would I do when my disease is completely healed? So things like things that I can't do right now. For example, I would drive, or I would go on holidays, or I would take care of my parents, or I would be a carer for my sister-in-laws, or I would teach meditation, which is what I want to do, and spread meditation, using Zoom and things like that. But at the moment, I'm limited to access to computers because of my eyes. So all of the things that I could do if I had my vision, number one, I'm going to assume that I'm doing them already. And number two, I'm going to take an action, and I'm going to start doing them step by step now. So what I'm doing in that process is I'm letting my body believe that actually I've got my vision back, or I've cured my disease. So my empowering belief is that there is no such thing as hereditary, and that I have healed myself, and that I've cured my vision, and I'm already doing things like driving, and I'm already doing things like Zoom sessions and looking after my parents and things that I want to do when I have 100% vision. So the process of meditation, manifestation, visualization, creating your mind movies, changing your limiting beliefs to your empowering beliefs, and reprogramming your body to believe that these things have already happened, and that nothing is impossible, and that if you believe in it, you have created it already. You've tapped into that unlimited possibility in this quantum field, and that possibility has happened in your life. Well, not only that makes you feel positive, but in addition to that, it makes you feel empowered. You actually start believing in it automatically. And in order to be in that state of mind continuously, the only thing I think is to continuously meditate and to continuously visualize and kind of program yourself. Keep that consistently for as long as it takes until you reach that state. And then the last couple of steps in this process is being detached with the outcome, which I personally found it very difficult, because if I spend about 1 hour of manifestation meditation every day in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, if I'm doing that and putting a lot of energy behind my mind movie and so on, and a lot of emotional attachment, then to finish the session and think that, right, okay, that's it, now I'm not going to be attached to the outcome and goal, was initially difficult. But again, with knowledge, I'm learning that I have to accept what is the state of being now. So I have to accept with whatever vision I have now, and the universe is mystical. So one day, don't know how, I don't know when, and I have to leave that to the universe. But my goal will be manifested in a way that is completely unexpected, that will be a complete surprise to me, but I just have to consistently follow on with my practice. So that's the step that I'm still learning and trying to implement. And the last bit is gratitude, and I have immense gratitude. That's one thing I've learned with this process of manifestation and meditation in general is being, grateful for everything I have in my life. I mean, I have my central vision left, rather than just looking at, what I've lost in my visual field and crying about that. Now I turn that around and I thank the universe that at least I've got my central vision left. Without that, I wouldn't be able to do anything. So just looking at, glass is always half full. It's how you look at it. So looking at the positives and just celebrating that rather than, looking at negatives. So extremely grateful for lots of things in my life, and just, keeping the gratitude in mind all the time, because that Sir says gratitude is the biggest form of receivership. So in general, I'm still in the journey, I'm following the process, but now I've, with this session that was just finished today, I have created that possibility of, tapped into the correct potential in quantum field and created my, my goal already. So I have healed or cured my eyes. And that's how I see it. And it's quite empowering. So I've created my reality, I can say that. And just the last thing from me, before coming into meditation, I was kind of, a senior leader with lots of responsibilities and very, kind of managing a lot of people and hiring and firing and doing lots of things that weren't really pleasant, very pleasant. And I realized that there was a lot of things that I was lacking in terms of my, my personal nature. And I would have never, if it wasn't for my eyes, I would have never come into meditation. And I'm so grateful again for this, learning experience that I've got, because after coming into meditation, I've learned to be, number one, in the present moment, which I've never done before. Be extremely compassionate. Again, compassion wasn't in my dictionary before. Gratitude wasn't in my dictionary before. So all of these qualities and just enjoying life on a daily basis, just being happy for no reason. These are the things that I have now. Appreciation, another thing, that I've learned after coming into meditation. And, at the end of the day, friends, what do we all want? We're all working for, they say enlightenment, all these big words, but I see it as just peace of mind, right? If we are all after peace of mind, and it's just by closing eyes and sitting in one place and just meditating, if we get that, then you don't really need anything else outside of that. Is my view, really. So again, thank you so much to Chandra Sir, Buddha CEO, for all their energies, for all their wisdom. No amount of book, no amount of other workshops is going to give us what they have given us, I think. And extremely grateful to Chandra Sir and his team for this beautiful session. So friends, make the most of it. And I'm very happy to be connected to any one of you if you have any questions for me. So thank you so much, friends. Thank you, sir.
Wow. So, Nilimaji, you're going to teach every day this science now.
Right.
So you just spoke about this so crisply. And then talking about potentials and then reprogramming and all that. I think there is so much clarity. Knowledge is a precursor to experience. So when we have clarity of how things are happening, then we dwell upon it, so we become of it. So it's got to happen. So we wish you all the best for explaining this. So for whatever that they're looking for, and it's got to happen.
Yes.
Our thoughts create fundamental reality. We're going to dwell into that deeper in this process of 5-step process. And so those of you joined new in this program, Everest, and have not heard about this quantum field science, I'll connect that tomorrow. But that process is there. Those who are scientific will follow the scientific steps. Those who are not necessarily wanting to know the science, they simply are accepting that statement that I become positive and then I create positive things. And I wish for something and then I get it into my life. Patriji has said that always you just change your mindset to positive. Be in the positive state. And he said, use meditation, read books, so automatically remove beliefs. Use meditation and then read books, you automatically remove negative beliefs, limiting beliefs. Then you just by meditation, you're automatically changing your mindset to the positive. So these are two important combinations to, in general, gain whatever they're looking for in our life. Then you have these intricacies of manifestation coming. Positivity is what? Then you say, let me apply towards something that I want. And so then you're doing visualization. Reading books, what is it doing? And so we start going deeper to say, okay, it is removing these limiting beliefs, things that are there. So we organize that into this step-by-step process, which we'll learn this week. And we have a formula, and now Nilamaji has a formula. And this whole formula is centered around our thoughts and feelings create our reality. So this week, let me try to put this step up, and then I wanted to just put these slides to show what we're going to learn around this manifestation science. The 5-step formula is becoming very focused, number one. And how do you do it? Regular Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Being focused. Now, I want you to, for a moment, hold. Thoughts create fundamental reality. Thoughts and feelings create a reality. Yad bhavam tad bhavati is the concept, right? And then to apply that in a systematic, consistent way to gain consistent results, there are a few things we are doing. So regular practice of meditation is making us a single point minded, focused. And last week you learned this. Meditation is increasing several mind powers. How do we stay focused? Of course, we got to have, first of all, health and energy in the body. If my health is not there, there's no way I can get focused. So I need to get rid of the stress. I need to start feeling confident. And so then I start participating. And so that's the first step. We've taken care of it in the last week. Health, energy, mind powers, mental well-being, in general, a sound mind, sound body. And so then we overall can start focusing. In addition to having a special increase in the concentration powers, their attention span is increasing for meditators over a period of time. And so we concentrate to attend. Focus on things that we want. By now, I'm sure in the last 2 weeks, for those of you joining and those who've been practicing, when I say focus, we look into things that matter to us, not what is happening in somebody's lives. That also is not having attention. Interfering into somebody, curious about somebody. With this way, we spend a lot of energy, goes out. How did the other person is failing? And then how is being exposed, exploited? All these things go away with meditation. Instead, we stay focused on ourselves, centered about us, and then our goal, our vision. So the first step is to be focused, single point minded. And then we will learn enough about meditation, which is giving that. And then if it's not given to you, and as you practice, and you will see, I'm sure you will see, self-assessment going to do in another week. Then in general, things are improving. The second thing is developing openness to possibility. A lot of times we conclude. You're driving into a downtown, you say, there's no way to the city center. You say, oh, it is going to be very, very tough to get a parking spot. And then so you'll not get it because you're closed. You're not even open. If thoughts create reality, and then you say it is very difficult to get a parking space, then what do you expect to create? You create something different. So being open to the possibility, and then based on a past, we conclude pretty quickly that it is not possible, that's not possible, this doesn't exist, it's always like this in my life, and my company is like this. So everything is pre-concluded. So when you pre-conclude as something that cannot happen, and so we continue to create that thing that cannot happen. And so the second step in manifestation, becoming open that anything can happen anytime. We understand this deeply through quantum model, that what is this being open, and then how our regular meditation is keeping us open to the possibilities. The third thing is, once we understand these two, just being open and then being focused, this is it. Then this creates things into our life. Just being open and say, yeah, fine. People told me it's not curable, but why not? I mean, there is something else is telling me that it's possible. Okay, so let me stay open. people tell me this market is very difficult to crack. But then when you ask the question, that does mean that it's just not possible? Then you say, why is it? There are always some companies succeed in this market, so I can, right? So being open is important for just allowing something to happen in life. So when you have these two, automatically things start happening. Automatically, when you have these two. Then you want to make this more sweeter. So this is where we, in order to put our attention a lot more vigorously, to not deviate at all, to help use our brain a lot more effectively, we clear goals and visualize, set clear goals and visualize. This is about exploiting, this is about exploring that infinite power of our mind. When you set clear goals, then your neuroscience perspective, brain is working to assist you in navigating all your thoughts towards it. So this concept of setting clear goals and visualization, a lot of times this is where you don't get what necessarily looking for because you're not clearly looked for what you're, or not clear about what exactly you want. Things happen to you, but not exactly what you're looking for. So having clear goals and then visualization is a very important step as 3. We'll explore this later this week. And then 4th one is reprogramming a limiting belief that Nirmaji talked about deeply, that it's hereditary, that this is how it is in the society, this government is always like this, the leader is this way, my family member is this way. It's just having a belief that you conclude, it becomes your personality. You live around this. A limiting belief is something that expands into all walks of life. That I'm not good enough is now extended, when people ask you at home to, hey, go and organize this event, and suddenly you feel I'm not good, and then I'm going to probably make some mistakes and I'll probably waste some money. And so people are going to be behind me or going after me because you've done this in the past. And so the same feeling that I'm not good enough is extended at workplace, is extended in anything you do, because their beliefs are something that they spread in all walks of our life. And so they always sabotage what you're looking for. And so we need to examine the limiting belief that we over a period of time set and then believe. It becomes our nature. And we need to go deep into it. And so there's a process we go in. Now, by the way, for all of these, meditation is deeply helping. Meditation is helping us to access our subconscious, the seat of our soul, a seat of our individual consciousness, where all these beliefs are stored, things that happen repeatedly, things that happen dramatically. And so they all become our beliefs. And so we need to examine and then remove them as a 4th step, which is happening through meditation, happening constantly through your higher knowledge. The more you learn, for example, if you read the book, You Are the Placebo, suddenly you are removing many beliefs around health. If you read the book, The 4 Agreements by Don McGuire Ruiz, then you are suddenly, where you thought that your relationship is always because of your spouse or your manager, you suddenly start thinking about it and say, really? Is it because of me who is constantly giving a meaning and I'm taking everything personally? I don't know. You start examining that way, and then you start changing your several beliefs when you really deeply look at that book and then read that. So a lot of times when you read things that we reprogram ourselves, we expand our understanding. So beliefs drop. So we'll examine this. And then finally, gratitude. Gratitude keeps us in an elevated state. When you're in an elevated state, you're sending a positive signal, basically a change of state of being. It starts making you recognize for small things and big things. When you become positive about small things and big things, that means you send a signal that you have things in your life. If the only thing I do is to put my attention on how my business is not working, it's not working, how I don't have money, so every month is a tough life, every month and end of the month. And so that's the only thing you keep sending. And so then you keep creating that because you keep continuing to send a signal that things are not there. But gratitude, on the other hand, asks you to look at small things to big things, that you're sleeping, that you're eating, that you are hearing, that you're exploring, many things. And then you start sending a positive signal, saying that you have something, and then sending that signal of having something, automatically you're creating more. And so we explore this. So we are going to explore all these 5 steps this week, right? Meditation, step 1 is being there. It is giving us powers. And so from step 2 onwards, every day we're going to explore one of it, dear friends. It's wonderful to connect always, and then know, and then revise the science, because the more times we revise, the more it sticks into our brain. So we always are in the process and the steps. So thank you very much for joining.
Thank you, sir.
And Nilamaji, thank you for doing some wonderful service here. Legitimately, I mean, I sincerely see the desire to spread this word, and then so hosting a full night meditation, giving that space for people to come together and then explore. Bond is, I think, a beautiful idea and notion. And then I'd seen it in Dubai. Mitsuji out there is hosting, and it's your idea to do this. And then I'm seeing here with you, every city that we have members, just get together and do this. Come together and then share, discuss, go into the night, talk about things, right? That's how I had my practice, by the way. With my younger brother, medical doctor, Dr. GK, and some of our family members, we spent countless nights into 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, just discussing various concepts of spirituality, about some books, this and that. It's not just a formal corporate setting. We come and then just do my 45 minutes, 30 minutes, this and that, and then go. There's infinity to learn. There's infinity to contemplate experience. Somebody was telling us in the workshop yesterday, now ever since we came into meditation, now she's taking time to read a book, but she is applying every page of it. That's in a workshop, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right, yes.
She's applying every page that she reads, she contemplates on it, she's wanting to live. Somewhere some force takes over that, no, she's literally living every step of it to know more. And that's what we're doing in this practice. And our book clubs are that way. I'm sure we have a book club today, right, Pradeep?
Yes, sir. In another half an hour on surrender experiment.
Okay, great. All right. So thank you all. And I will see you tomorrow exploring these steps more and more. And Nilamaji is here, and we'll have some interactions and sharing of experience in 2 minutes from now. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. You're capable of anything. You can achieve any dream. Please don't limit yourself. Don't live your life limited. It's not all sadness and misery. Life's a challenge, but you will succeed. Take control of how you feel in every circumstance. Work on yourself daily. Your story's far from done. The best is yet to come. To achieve, you must believe. You can live out all your dreams. Persevere, you'll make it through. What you need is all in you. When you believe, you will achieve. You can live out all your dreams. It's about time you knew the truth. You got the power all in you. You have to believe in yourself. You don't have to.
Yes.
We have
Yes,
B.S. Tiwari, sir. Unmute yourself, sir.
Good morning. Thank you, Nilamaji, for such a wonderful experience.
Thank you.
And then if you and it's so good what I could gather from you, that you are finding it a little bit the challenge and difficult to not to be attached to the goal and manifestation that you have, in spite of so many times of attachment and being. If we look at our session, Chandraji very vividly brought the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, and there is so much to learn from Bhagavad Gita, particularly from 14 to 18 chapters of it. It talks mostly of the constructive detachment. What you are doing is that you're doing your duty, you're doing your karma, you're doing your duty towards. So that's what exactly I support you and his point in manifestation. I have seen in my life, as part of our service, we used to deal with the trans-border criminals and others, and so outlaws also. So when there was something in which I felt that why should I do this, and this is so, and knowing this, that okay, it's corrective and all, and I kept that Gita with me. Of that, and always remembered that that you are not the doer, you are only doing your duty. And it says that Bhagavan Krishna also says that Paritranaya Sadhuna Vinasaya Cha Duskritam. So when you don't elevate yourself to that level, but yet you being part of it, and you are doing the duty that is assigned and certainly when we are preparing for the duty, when you are putting so much of effort, there is got to be certain kind of the intensity of attachment. But then certainly the teaching what Chandraji has said, and then what the Gita has said is certainly, and your own story is so very inspiring. So grateful, and thank you for sharing, and so grateful for explaining that 5 steps that will really make a lot of positive difference to life of a lot of people. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. A good point you raised about Bhagavad Gita. Patriji, our guru, also always refers to Bhagavad Gita, and that's one thing I need to do. Kind of refer to at least the sections or the chapters that you mentioned about Bhagavad Gita. There's so much to learn from it. And you're quite right about the detachment part. So I shall definitely look into it. So thank you for that, sir.
You're welcome.
You know, now that that point has come up, how do we stay detached from a future expectation while you're working for it, right? Now, the intricate point here is enjoying the journey, being in the present moment to enjoy the journey. And that's why this whole concept of present moment came in, to say that experience and enjoy it right now. And so if visualization or manifestation is about feeling good, what are we doing in manifestation? We are visualizing, we are feeling good about something. And so that feeling good is already there. It is there as you, in the moment, you feel good. Rather than feeling bad, feeling low about things that are not happening, so this moment, by visualizing, by reading, somebody is empowering, so we already feel good. So that is good enough, because we pass the moment very beautifully. That's one way to look at it, is to be in the present moment, to experience what we're going through today. Is that itself is good, because otherwise this moment would have been spent differently.
Correct.
This moment would have been spent differently. So we are going through. So that's why it's always about loving the moment, living the moment, and then maximize the moment. And meditation is doing that. Meditation is decluttering the past, and so is removing the past. And so we are, as much as possible, and with the regular practice, are in the moment. And so we start and experience that moment. The visualization, thinking, planning is all in the moment. So you feel good, you feel confident, you feel empowered. So that itself is enjoyed. And then tomorrow, when it comes, we'll see that point again. Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you.
Great. So we have Shivarudrappa, sir.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and maybe in London late now, almost night now. Okay. First of all, thanks to Buddha CEO that we are able to log in and talk to communicate to people. And what a wonderful briefing, madam. I can't really express the way you brief for whatever time you talked. It was so wonderful experience and so clear in your thoughts, in your mind, and your actions, and the result is so evident. I mean, unbelievable. The three things that we always talk about: meditation, we talk about reading books, we talk about sharing experiences. So this is what exactly you have done. You are really an achiever. Okay, so it is wonderful. I can't express beyond this. That if there is a person like that, experiences whatever I have listened to the people so far, with my own experience or my wife's experience. Okay, but yours is an example. I had talked to you that and you are hosting there in London. See, this is another great. We are very grateful to you as a part of Buddha CEO, as an individual. I'm so grateful to you that you are doing that as a messenger. Like I can tell you, we started with me and my wife today, from yesterday actually, not today. Yesterday we have started 30 students. We started with a small group, okay, and then 30 children have joined the group of a camp here in our campus, in our own club. And the first thing that we do is we make them to meditate. Children, and they are varied ages. Okay, 30 have joined. Till yesterday registration was only 25. Now it is 30. Okay, so this is what I always learned from Chandra sir, that you should keep on spreading, and you are a very example. We have just started the journey, but you have proved yourself. I really can't express anything beyond this. I'm honestly thankful, grateful to you and to the organization, because you who guides us. What a service! There cannot be any service beyond this. Now, if you heal someone, if you meet someone's manifestation happens to people what they want to achieve in life, what can be better than that? So wonderful, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing wonderful experience.
Thank you very much.
Chandra sir. Thank you, wonderful. It's a very last just 3 months I am with the CEO. I felt I was missing something in my life. Okay? It completes, the circuit completes with these things. I had done everything, professional, personal, goals, whatever it is. Okay, no, that feel was there of incompleteness. Okay, oh my God, now the entire thing I feel, yeah, this is where I was supposed to be. So wonderful forum I got. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir, for your such kind words. And hats off to you for teaching children. That is the greatest service, I think. 30 children, what a large number, and really very inspirational. So thank you for that, and good luck with your endeavors, future endeavors. Thank you.
Yeah, we have an literally a yogic and meditation expert with us,
Right.
like Sushma madam. They are our friends, couple. They are our friends, and we send those links to them, and they have joined. This particular session they have joined, and she is one who really can teach children. Okay, I am not achieved a stage where I can teach or coach someone. I am doing still myself. Okay, so we use that time that she is an expert. She is an expert in the sense to teach someone, particularly children. She has done her MA in psychology. Okay,
Right.
and she knows the children's psychology, and we are using that rather. Okay, but we live in the same community. We are good friends, and we almost daily spend a lot of time together. So that's how our journey has started from children's right now. Okay, but that is the intention is very clear that as much as we can. I am a member of Dignity Foundation of Elderly People. Okay, we intend to take to that level. Okay, so I'm always very optimistic and very positive man. So I'm very sure that one day we will be able to do that. Okay.
Great. Fantastic, sir. Thank you.
Sure, Rajapati, that's music to my ears. That's so good. You started it now. And I'm sure through you it will go to so many people.
Yeah, it's all. I was waiting for Chandra sir to come, and then once he is in India, I sometimes we plan, me, my wife, and my friends here, whom I said just now, Sushma ji and Srikant sir, they also will join us. And I intend to go with my grandson because my grandson is a part of these students. Okay, so I got him from my daughter's place because he has holidays. So we planned it in the holidays, and he has joined us. Initially, he was, I was not sure about him joining. We left it to him. We just guided him. We said it's up to you, and he has joined.
Great. Who is that master who said who is helping teach? What's her name or his name? Her name?
She is Sushma Srikant. Sushma Vanhali madam.
Where is what's the login ID?
I don't know whether today, because what they do is they join for the meditation and many times they leave because of their own courses. Okay, in the morning. So they are not till the end. That's what I have observed. Yesterday I could see them. Okay, so I really have not seen them today.
That's fine.
He also was there. Srikant sir was there. Okay, he was a joint secretary rank in the government of Karnataka, retired man like us. Okay, and we all stay in the same campus here, in the same society. Okay, so they always believe in spreading it, and that's how my thinking.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're going to listen to them one of the days that in the program.
Yes. That's intent. I intend to bring them to the CU one day. Okay, we will travel together there, and basically meeting, exchanging always. Can always physically, yes, we'll do that sometime. Yes,
sure. Yes, Pradeep.
Yes, we have Sharada madam. Before going to that, friends, a small announcement. We have sent the quiz 2 to all of you. So please, quiz for the week 2. Please respond to that, and some of you are yet to respond for the week 1 quiz. So do take out a couple of minutes of your time and respond to that. Yes, Sharada madam, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, good morning. Thank you, madam. Nilma madam, for sharing your experience. It's very awesome and excellent, very inspiring. Just I want to know, you are telling it is a hereditary thing, but how many days practice, after how many days of meditation, you got your sight back?
Okay, so the first thing to know is that I've been suffering from this for last 10 years. So I've had those limiting beliefs for last 10 years. I've only started meditating during COVID period. So my meditation journey has been for last 2 years. My manifestation meditation journey has been for last 6-7 months. So it's fairly newly started. So in terms of getting vision back, I haven't reached that stage yet. What I've been trying to do is managing the damage. So, because it was a rapid loss, if the vision remains stable, I would consider that as a success story for now. And then eventually, obviously, if the disease is there for the last 10 years, then I'm not expecting a miracle tomorrow. So it will take time, but eventually, my goal is to get the pixels that I've lost, get them back as well. So get full 6x6 vision or 100% cure this disease. So that's the goal, which will happen eventually. And again, I haven't put any time limit on it, or again, I'm not expecting anything. So I don't know really, to answer your question. I don't know when, but in terms of success story, what have I achieved so far? Let's say if I've been manifesting for the last 6 months, I have achieved the positivity that I get with it on a daily basis. So by doing it, I'm not feeling down. I'm not negative. I'm hopeful, and hope only brings positivity to you. My family notices that. I'm not crying every day because it's less sight today and it's reducing. And also, I have developed a strong belief that I have cured myself, and with that, it's bound to happen. That is the feeling I have, and it will happen. And when it happens, I will definitely, call Buddha CEO and let you all know. But it's a step-by-step process. So today's workshop, I was talking to Sir that, Sir, one day I'm going to call you. One of these days, I'm going to call you and let you know that I have stopped all my eye drops. Because I'm going to stop all my medication and rely just on my meditation. So step-by-step process, I will do it. It will require some time. So I haven't got all my vision back, but as I said, it's the condition is there for the last 10 years, so it's going to take some time. So I hope that answers.
Thank you, very nice. But are you able to manage yourself now a little? How far you are able to manage your daily with support of people?
Yeah, understood your question. So at the moment, I have got literally 5% vision left in my left eye and maybe 55% left in my right eye. So it
Physically.
is. Yeah, so physically, yes, correct. That's right, physically. The only thing is, because I have some central vision left, because you see, all these figures and numbers have no meaning if your central is gone. Central is the vision that gives you the actual vision, right? So because I've got central vision left, thankfully, I can manage. But for example, I'm looking at Zoom screen now. I don't see everybody's faces clearly. I don't see the chat messages from here. So that's all difficult. So I can't drive. I don't have a license now. So those are the things that are limitations, to current limitations. But otherwise, I can walk. I can move around without any cane or any stick for now. And that's the limit of. But gradually, it has got worse. Over the days, over the months, but it's only going to get better from here, because I have created that possibility and that tapped into that potential in quantum field. So yes, hope that answers
really, madam, you are great. That this much of confidence and this much of development is really awesome, and I'm sure that you will get your full vision back.
Thank you.
In some time coming. God bless you. Okay. And you will be an inspiring physical example to us. Definitely. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very awesome experience. Okay.
Sure. I was talking to Vani ma'am yesterday, and she was giving me some guidance on pyramids and how to meditate under pyramids. And she said that, when you're meditating, don't say that I've not got it. Just say that I'm using my spiritual eyes. And I thought that was such a lovely concept. So don't talk about physical eyes, talk about spiritual eyes. So your third eye. And that I thought was a very lovely concept, because at the end of the day, when I created my visual board with all the things that I wanted to do, I realized that actually none of those things needed vision. That's interesting, isn't it? You think, without my vision, I'm lost. What am I going to do? And then here I am saying, going on holidays, enjoying life with children, all of the things I've written, they can all be done without vision. So I thought I have to be smart here. Otherwise, the universe is going to say, well, okay, I'll give you all of this, but not your vision. So, it's very interesting how we think that that's the dead end. And what am I going to do beyond that? But, so many other possibilities might open. And that's why we have to stay open, because we don't know what's out there. I might get something better than that, So, yeah, hopeful.
Very hopeful. Wonderful. Thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very interesting thoughts. That's great. Beautiful. The primary reality, according to the quantum model, is energy field. The secondary reality is physical field. If we only think physical, then we always attach in and say physically it's not there. But the primary reality is energy field, where the energy template of everything that you're looking for is there. And so that energy field is there, and then which is created through your thought and feeling, which you're already doing perfectly. That now has to condense into physicality. Just keep going while enjoying the process every day. Right? Yes, we have Shakahara here.
Oh, wow.
Hello, glad to see you, Chandra sir and Nilima there. Sometimes I feel like I missed it anyway, so we'll meet.
Sure.
Okay, I listened to Nilima's experience, and I know since 2 years the learning myself the theory behind this and trying to practice same thing. So it's a wonderful journey for me. I'm just sharing, and it's a wonderful journey for me since 2 years, and I'm happy that Nilima also has taken this very seriously. I'm really happy that we introduced this to Nilima, and as Chandra sir, like a serving. Though I have introduced to many of my family members and friend circle, few have taken it up and few are not. So it's Nilima, you have taken it up. I'm really happy, and you are using it for happiness in life. Okay, so I was busy for 10 minutes with my mother, who is 89 years old. So I was not on Zoom for some time. I don't know. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
You should listen. You should listen to our experience. No, I was looking for you. That is the being specific. Yes.
Okay. So that as I expressed, I mean, the whole day and life is really happy and wonderful nowadays and focused. The basic simple principle, as Chandra sir is saying, that we all are one, and that I'm experiencing. We all are one, and that I'm really experiencing with all the people around me, and like sometimes even the plants and animal, and that I could relate, and somehow I feel that only meditation, just sitting 1 hour, is one thing, and relating it throughout the day and contemplating on all the principle is giving me energy every day. Whatever Chandra sir is speaking, every time, one sentence, I don't remember all the sentences, one sentence, and relating it to my life and contemplating over it and applying it to my life. I mean, that is how I'm practicing, and it's a wonderful journey, and I'm continuing with it. Yes.
Thank you. So friends, just to give you some background, this is Chandragupta, who is my Jijaji, my sister's husband, who's introduced me. My sister Chandragupta from Pune have introduced me to Chandra sir, Buddha CU and meditation 2 years ago. And I'm immensely grateful, because without that, I wouldn't be feeling here and feeling this great joy and empowerment in my life. And Chandragupta is an ideal, that's my sister, yes, Mona. Chandragupta is the person who has attended every single session of Chandra sir's, 40 days so far. And not only just attended, but implemented every single thing in his life. And we look at his life every day and we think, you are the Chandra sir of our family. That's what we call him. He's the Chandra sir of our family. So yes, it's really great to connect with you. And, again, gratitude. When I do my gratitude in my meditation, you both are the first ones in my meditation.
Yes,
So,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, madam, go ahead. Sister's name?
Mona
ji.
Do you want to say anything?
You came onto the screen.
Good, you came in.
Yes.
I'm happy.
I'm very happy to see you all there.
Yes.
Actually, we missed this opportunity. We were planning to be there, but unfortunately, we missed this opportunity.
It's okay.
With you.
So we will come to you in Pune.
Sure.
Yes.
Privileged.
I think that
Definitely.
is wonderful.
Yes, we'll be very, very happy.
We'll see that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Mona ji, we have to come back and then share your experience one of the days.
Yes, sure. Sure.
Okay. It's been some time since we heard you. And thank you. Great. And then we have one more. Let's take Mr. Anup Bhagiaji. Anup Bhagiaji.
Sorry.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. Yes, sir. Tomorrow? We are past the time. Can you wait till tomorrow? Can we talk about this tomorrow? Anup Bhagiaji.
Hello.
Can't hear you well.
Yeah, good morning. This is from Hyderabad.
Yes.
I have been a meditator for quite many years, and I was feeling good. I was feeling energetic earlier, but the last 5 to 10 years, I'm not able to meditate properly because of a lot of worldly situations, stress, and some of the work-related issues. So I wait for meditation, but I'm not able to energize, and I don't get very refreshing, energizing. So I was thinking how to get into the meditation again and get energy. So I think I have also written to you a message. I feel some energies are controlling me and I'm able to focus properly. So can you say something about this?
Yes, Anupji. So we'll speak on this. We'll speak. In the meanwhile, I'm asking Nagapradeep to connect with you. I'll call you in a day or two. Nagapradeep, please connect with Anup ji and then understand. Okay? Yes. We'll talk about we'll just understand a little more of what you do, what practices, and then how you're doing. A lot of times, right now, we need to expand our knowledge and then apply that in daily life. We are meditating, but then we also enhance our wisdom, knowledge, and then apply it to daily life. That's a lot of times one is there, but other is not there, right? So imbalance of energy is happening when we only meditate, but we will not necessarily apply what we learn. And so we'll just look at it, right? We'll just understand a little more and then take it from there. But you're in the right group, you're in the right place. I can tell you that much. And just continue to do what you're doing. Just pay close attention to every experience that is being talked here. Every experience is being talked here, just pay close attention. You seem to be an outdoor. I encourage you to be in a place where you are there and then listening to all of it, right? Not do multiple things and that can help. And then stay in a quiet place and then listen to all the knowledge that is happening and see how people are applying. And in addition to meditation practice, but in any case, let's connect on the phone. Nagapradeep will connect with and talk to you while I'll reach out to you in a couple of days. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, friends, thank you very much
you
for joining. It's been wonderful to connect back again with a couple of days of break, but I know my dear friend Rakesh and then Veena and everybody's taking good care of the sessions. In and out, I've been in this journey in this last 2 weeks. It's a little tough, is how I feel. Waking up at 1:30, do this session, and then go back to sleep sometimes.
I don't know how you do it.
All right. Especially we had many engagements in the day.
Yes.
But we're doing it.
Yes.
Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Pradeep.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir. Thank you, friends. See you all tomorrow.
Give thanks for everything, even the hard times will turn out to be blessings. No matter how you feel, you can learn from your pain. It's there to make you great. Your story's far from done. The best is yet to come. To achieve, you must